This is 7 National News, and in our top story. President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, in a speech released ahead of the country's National Day celebrations, has affirmed that safeguarding the Union is a sustained national goal that requires efforts both by the leadership and its people. The President stated that as we celebrate the anniversary of the establishment of our state, we sense the tremendous national work that has been accomplished over the past 10 years. Adding that the 2nd of December will always remain deeply embedded in our minds as a day for deepening our love of the nation, enhancing the values of belonging and loyalty, and a day on which we recall with pride our commendable and honourable history and the lives of our founding fathers. The UAE President highlighted in his speech the nation's achievements in the human development category, noting that the UAE has become a leader in the Arab region in many international prominent indices, including innovation, happiness, quality of life, the ease of doing business. Globally, in addition to the UAE occupying first place in the indices of social cohesion, efficiency in government, efficiency of governmental fiscal policy, and government and economic confidence. These breakthroughs, the President noted, have established the UAE as a key regional hub for international trade, a regional beacon in the empowerment of women. And the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has said the UAE, under the leadership of President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has moved from the margins to the centre of action, and from waiting, watching and reacting to initiative-taking and proactivity. In a statement to Dira al-Watan magazine on the 43rd National Day, the ruler of Dubai stated that our political, economic and cultural presence has imposed itself and is now sought after and welcomed around the world. His Highness explained that the supreme goal in the first decade of our federation was to promote education and reduce illiteracy. In the fourth decade, the country has not only achieved this, but has also prepared specialized human resources in the most modern and complex disciplines of science. Sheikh Mohammed noted that our sons and daughters have become qualified in nuclear science, smart technology and ultra-advanced technologies, and in education. We have moved from embracing quantity to embracing quality, with Emiratization plans going as scheduled. Internet users around the world can now explore and develop their understanding of the UAE's union and formation, so they can navigate through videos, photos and documents that have been made available on Google's Cultural Institute platform. As part of Google's partnership with National Archives UAE, the search engine has enabled millions of internet users around the world to learn more about the UAE's history on its digital platform. The announcement comes just a day ahead of the country's 43rd National Day celebrations and will allow users to browse through videos, photos and documents that narrates the story on the founding of the UAE. The UAE section on the Cultural Institute platform, titled The Establishment of the United Arab Emirates, features key milestones during the early years of the country, including the signing of Declaration of the Union, agreement of the Union document, first flag hoisting ceremony, gathering of the rulers outside the guest palace in Dubai, as well as the stamps and an image of His Highness Sheikh Zayed checking the design of the UAE flag. The director of the National Archives was quoted in local reports as saying that the launch of the National Archives of the UAE on the Cultural Institute platform is in line with their broader mission to make information more accessible. It was added that the UAE's National Archives has a wealth of important material that people can explore. Aside from the illustrated history on the UAE, the platform gives access to a wide range of assets such as paintings, photos, sculptures and manuscripts, from Nelson Mandela's handwritten prison letters to the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II and World War II's D-Day. As the country prepares to mark the 43 National Day celebrations, traffic advisories in Dubai and Abu Dhabi have announced that certain roads in the Emirates will be affected by traffic and have urged commuters to use alternative routes. Here in Dubai, the National Day celebrations are expected from today onwards, with a fireworks display planned at the beach by Burj Al Arab from 6 p.m. tonight. Jumeirah Beach Road, As-Safuh Al Manara, Sukim Al Wasl and Sheikh Zayed roads are to witness heavy traffic, according to Dubai World Trade Center advisory. They have further urged the public to avoid these roads due to the congestion expected and use alternative routes instead. Meanwhile, over in the capital, the Safety and Traffic Solutions Committee announced that Abu Dhabi Corniche will be fully dedicated to the celebrations and parade of the 43rd UAE National Day. The traffic amendments will be in effect as of Tuesday, December 2, 2014 from 5 p.m. onwards. Authorities have urged the drivers to use the roundabout by the fruits and vegetables market near the Mina Zayed area to access the Corniche Road, as no left turns or U-turns will be permitted during the parade. Furthermore, the authorities have called on the public to adhere to all traffic rules and regulations and are reminded to respect pedestrian safety. And the Dubai Health Authority have announced the working hours for its administration, hospitals, primary health centres and medical fitness centres during the 43rd UAE National Day public holidays. DHA hospitals, including Rashid, Latifa, Dubai and Hatta, will work as per shift timings, and medical practitioners will be on call to ensure work continues as usual. The emergency departments of all DHA hospitals will be functional round the clock on all days. Outpatient and specialist clinics will be closed from the 2nd of December and will reopen on Sunday, the 7th of December. Timings of primary healthcare centres, including Nad al-Hamar and Al-Barsha health centres, will function 24 hours on all days. The Al-Lasayli Health Centre will open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. All other primary healthcare centres and family gathering centres will be closed from the 2nd of December and will reopen on Sunday, the 7th of December. Al-Muhaisna Medical Fitness Centre will be closed on Tuesday, the 2nd of December, and will open on the 3rd and 4th of December from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. All other DHA medical fitness centres will remain closed from the 2nd of December and will reopen on the 7th of December. The Hamdan bin Mohammed Heritage Centre has announced that the sporting season of heritage and cultural games will return for its 12th edition, with a number of events lined up for the Fazar Championship. At a press conference, organisers announced the details of the Fazar Championship, which starts off with the Fazar Falconry Championship on the 8th to the 16th of December 2014. More than 200 falcons have been registered for the event, and organisers are hopeful that the latest technologies that have been adapted for this year will enable them to monitor their speed and agility more accurately. Aside from the falconry competition, the Fazar Championship, which is also classed as the local Olympics, will also feature shooting, yola and diving competitions, as well as the Saluki races over the coming months. The concept of the championship was launched in 2002 under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of Dubai Executive Council. Since then, the event has been a major attraction among falconry enthusiasts and those with a passion for extreme sports such as free diving. According to the organisers, the championships aim to highlight and preserve the Emirati heritage, whilst also allowing the young generations to understand and appreciate the rich cultural history.
That championship, it started since 2002 from His Highness Sheikh Hamdan when he was on the school. He was student. He didn't have any chair in the government. He was just a student, and he gave an order to do this championship, to keep the culture on and to push the guys to go through it and to join between the generation, the old people and young. It's more far from these things. How the relationship between the falcon with the man, since the falcon is our logo of United Arab Emirates, and it's to keep these things and to keep the desert inside ourselves, which is our identification in United Arab Emirates, and to show the people for another culture how it's nice our culture and easy and good, and they can come in at any time.
And finally, in the bulletin, with celebrations across the country continuing in a lead up to the National Day, one of them has set a new world record involving the country's multicultural community. Earlier today, Dubai witnessed 119 nationalities set a new world record for the most nationalities singing a national anthem at one time. This was more than double the minimum number required by the Guinness World Records to make the record. GEMS Education organised the initiative, which involved over 100,000 students, parents and school staff across their schools in the UAE. Simultaneously, they sang the Emirates national anthem, Ishi Biladi, which translates to Long Live My Nation. On the sidelines, Yola dance performers performed the country's traditional dance, adding to the celebratory mood. It also served as a great reminder of the UAE's enduring heritage that remains alive to this day. GEMS Education's Director of Government Relations, Amal Al-Bayari, says this event is their way of engaging everyone in the celebration of the country's union. Meanwhile, GEMS Education Group Executive Director Dino Vaki says this expresses their profound gratitude to the UAE.
From our perspective, it is about paying homage to a country that we've called home and has been the base of our global operations for a long time. We've been here 55 years. But also because we wanted to send a message. We wanted to do something significant. And the reality is there are people from all over the world that choose to come to the UAE and call it home in order to build a life. And our schools are representative of that. Again, I have to be grateful for the environment that the UAE and the ecosystem that the UAE has provided. It just nurtures diversity. Our kids don't see race, religion, creed. It's all about working together in order to make a positive impact on the direction that our world is heading in. So I think we benefit hugely from actually being present here in the UAE.
We've got other celebrations too. We've got Yola dancers coming in, we've got food, we've got celebration, we've got music. Everybody is supposed to be celebrating today and enjoying it.
Following the Guinness World Records announcement that a new world record has been set, the 4,000 plus students gathered on the playground of GEMS Wellington Academy in Dubai Silicon Oasis cheered and waved the flags of the respective countries alongside the UAE's, all proud of their achievement.
This is my second year here, but I really love Dubai, and this is a fast-growing country. So, city, and UAE is a country. And that's why I really appreciate living here. It's a really good feeling, and I feel proud of myself. And I feel proud of representing my own country, and representing Russia is a really important thing for me.
It's really inspiring to know that I am a student of GEMS Wellington Academy in Silicon Oasis. It's really inspiring that we can set a record and we were the first ones to do it. So it's a nice feeling.
I think that we're really lucky that we have just stamps given us by GEMS Academy. I feel really great just being in all this diverse community.
43 years and we're standing real strong, developing real fast. I'm so happy that I'm actually an Emirati, because it just makes me feel better. Especially breaking the world record, I'm so proud of it. Also as well representing GEMS Sports Academy. I don't know what to say, it's just more than everything for me.